Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do some tests with the V pen on Clip Studio. I will be using two different resolutions. The first one is 350 and the second one will be 1200. I want to test the lag. I want you to see for yourself how this works and if it's an option for you to buy. I will also be making a simple sketch so you can see how this performs. Alright, so I have my G pen all set up. The brush size is 500, opacity is 100%. Now let's see, if I draw a straight line, very slow, you can see it looks pretty nice. Now I'm not touching the paper, so, well, not the paper, is the surface. Looks just fine. Now if I make the line faster, you can see there's a bit of lag. But the result is very smooth. Or if I do this, now let's try with a smaller brush size. Now I'm having the same pen and the brush size is 5. Now let's see. Again, I'm not touching the surface. Let's see what it will do. Just drawing some straight lines. This works really nice. Now let's make them a bit slower. Now I'm going to touch the surface. Now I'm going to be using a different brush. This is the For Effect Line brush, which is a very interesting brush, and the brush size is 14. Now let's see. As you can see, the lag is not that big of a deal. Now let's zoom in a little bit and do like some jitter test. So I'm touching the surface and oops, slipped my hand there. See what it did right there? Just stopped drawing on its own. Of course, the faster I go, the better the line is. If I go really slow, let's put something else, like the textured pen. The lag is not big of a deal. And this is after the update. So this pen is updated, just for information. Now let's see what it will do on the 1200 resolution paper. I'm going to take the G pen again and bump up the size to 500. Now let's see. There you can see the lag. Now I can see it. Let's see. It does a nice job when you want to do like curves, but you can see the lag. You can see once I'm tilting it to make something, it breaks up the line. But we all know that tilting is not what this pen is good at. Now let's try that G pen on a smaller brush size. Now I have brush size 5. Let's see. The polymer rejection is something that bothers me a little bit. I'm going to pick up the pen and then I want to write something. You see this here, this is for my palm. But you can easily fix that with some artist gloves. Let's try that effect one. Oh, this brush is so nice. You see that? It just erased the big one I did. So you have to make sure that you have the correct distance from the surface, otherwise your hand will get in the way. Now let's try and draw something. I have the pencil tool, the darker pencil, and the size is 30. And I'm just gonna do some quick sketches to see how the pen performs. did use the eraser tool a lot to erase stuff like this here, or the jiggles and the lines. Yeah, so this eraser tool is my new best friend. It does a really nice job. One other thing that I will be doing when I'm gonna draw digitally is to use a glove like the one I'm wearing. I don't have an artist glove. You can buy those from Amazon. They're really cheap. But I'm just gonna use just a simple glove that you can get from any store. It doesn't have to be an artist glove. With the eraser tool, I'm just correcting lines, and I also can make the lines better. Like this one, for example, it's really jagged up, and I want to make it nice and smooth, so I can just erase. Really do need a steady hand for this, but it works. Can create a smoother line. You can also use this one. Where is it? To make the line thinner or thicker. It's a nice tool. And I really like this tool here, the for effect line. This is so interesting. One thing that bothers me is that I can't draw a straight line when I'm trying to ink. It's not so much the pencil work, it's the inking for me that's bothering me, because I can't have this in my drawing, or this straight lines. And I did a good job on the face because I was using the eraser tool a lot here and on her eyes. And curves like this one, I did them very easily with this for effect line pen. But it's only for those, for lines like this one in particular, or this one here, like for strands of hair. Yes, the glove did a much better job than wearing no glove, because when I was just using my hand, when I tried it, the paper was moving, and when I picked up my hand, all of a sudden I had like lines like this, and that bothered me a little bit. So let me finish this up, because it's not finished yet, so I will speed you up and I will be right back. So here we have the finished piece. Now, I do want to say that I found a setting in the brush or pen, whatever you're using. It's called correction, and what it does is it corrects, it corrects your lines. It makes them more smooth. So I used it a lot, especially in this area here and on her clothes. You can see the clothes look really smooth, and this curve here, it also looks smooth. Her hair a little bit. Well, I basically used it in a lot of places. It's something I have to get used to, because at first I didn't know how to use that add-on, but it's really helpful actually. Well, digital inking is something that you have to get used to. It's like trying to draw with a G pen and then you want to make it perfect the first time around, which it doesn't work like that. So I am aware that you have to get used to. And I just messed up my clouds here. Let me correct that. So as I was saying, this little correction thing that I was using was really nice. It was really helpful. I really liked it. But you have to get used to it, because as I said, it does help you smooth out the lines, but it doesn't do everything for you. Like, you have to know how to use it, of course, like everything else. So my final thoughts on this is that I do really like it. And where is the... I saw somewhere the oh, there it is. The falling leaves. Oh, those are so pretty. So I do really enjoy this tablet. I don't think the brush is that amazing, but it is a very decent brush, and I'm going to keep using it. I mean, I'm not trying to compare it to a Wacom. I'm pretty sure that nothing can compare to a Wacom, but it is very decent. I do really enjoyed drawing with it. And I do really like this program. This is so interesting what you can create with this. So that was it for today's video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will try my best to answer it. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye guys!